We all know there are 8 planets in the solar system. They can roughly be divided into terrestrial planets, gas giants, and ice giants. And each planet has its own unique characteristics. Today the captain will talk with you about Saturn, which, like Jupiter, is a gas giant. Based on its distance from the Sun, Saturn ranks 6th in the solar system. It is well known for its own rings around Saturn. At the same time, it is also the only planet in the solar system with rings. So what exactly are Saturn's rings? Saturn, like Jupiter, is mainly composed of hydrogen. Hydrogen surrounds the core, with metallic hydrogen above the core and liquid hydrogen in the outermost layer. There is also hydrogen in the atmosphere. Wind speeds on Saturn's surface can reach 1,800 kilometers per hour, although it doesn't have a great red spot like Jupiter. The vortex of the storm at Saturn's south pole is also formidable. It is precisely because of these features of Saturn that the artificial satellites we currently produce simply cannot land on its surface. Exploration of it is limited only to observation and calculation. According to scientists' calculations, Saturn is the least dense planet among the 8 major planets in the solar system. Its density is even lower than that of water. Therefore, although Saturn has a large volume, its mass is only 95 times that of Earth. In contrast, Jupiter, which is similar to Saturn, has a mass 300 times that of Earth. It's like comparing a basketball-sized lead ball to a building-sized mass of cotton. In the solar system, but made up of composite ice and rock particles. Under the interaction of Saturn and its more than 60 moons, they are not solid rock. The thickness of Saturn's rings ranges from 10 meters to several kilometers. Saturn's rings are Saturn's unique hallmark. To the thickness of an A4 sheet of paper, its surface area is equivalent to several football fields. Since 2011, Hawaii's Tech Observatory has been continuously monitoring Saturn's atmosphere. Based on the data, scientists have discovered that a heavy storm is occurring near Saturn's equator. Every second, 2 tons of water ice peel off from Saturn's rings and fall onto its surface. According to this calculation, Saturn's rings will completely disappear in 300 million years. As human technology continues to advance, maybe someday in the future, we will have the ability to land on Saturn's surface and conduct on-site observations. Perhaps Saturn will become humanity's second home. In the vast universe, the solar system gave birth to humanity. It can be said that human reproduction and development are inseparable from the Sun. Scientists have discovered through research that all celestial bodies have a lifespan. According to calculations, the Sun has been burning for 4.6 billion years. It is currently in the prime of its stellar life, but one day it will also go out when its fuel runs out. Today the captain will take everyone to learn about the life of the Sun. Let's go back 4.6 billion years after the Big Bang. The seemingly quiet universe was undergoing earth-shaking changes. About 4.6 billion years ago, part of a massive molecular cloud underwent gravitational collapse, after which most of the mass concentrated at the center, forming the Sun. The remaining mass spread out around it, forming a protoplanetary disk. This laid the foundation for the formation of the 8 planets, including Mercury, Venus, and Earth. Over the next approximately 4.6 billion years, nuclear fusion has been continuously occurring. Inside the Sun, explosions are happening non-stop, and it has brightened by about 40%. During this time, the Earth gave birth to primitive life and evolved intelligent life, humans. After a billion years, the Sun will continue to brighten by about 10%. By then, Earth will no longer be habitable. Seawater will evaporate, and hydrogen sulfide and methane could ignite at any moment. Except for bacteria, no other life forms will survive. Mars may become the new habitable planet. Over the next 4 billion years, the Sun will go through a red giant phase. As nuclear fuel gradually runs out, the temperature begins to drop. A core composed of nitrogen will replace hydrogen. Over time, the Sun's volume will gradually expand. One day it will engulf Mercury, Venus, and Earth. 4 billion years later, the Sun will become a massive red giant. Only the 5 largest planets remain in the solar system. Millions of years pass at this moment. The Sun will gradually contract, becoming a white dwarf emitting white light. During this time, the 5 largest planets will slowly drift away from the solar system's orbit. From then on, the solar system will cease to exist. After this, the Sun will continue to illuminate the universe with its white light for another 10 billion years. During this long period, humans who have migrated to new planets will observe the Sun every year, using new technologies and record its changes. After all, the Sun nurtured us and also changed us. In the solar system besides Earth, the most habitable planet is Mars. So is Mars really suitable for us to live on? Mars, as one of the 8 planets in the solar system, is about 55 million km away from Earth at its closest distance. This planet is not very large. Its mass is about 1/14 that of Earth, and the orange-red color we usually see. Actually, it's hematite on the surface of Mars. The surface of Mars is basically all sand and soil, and there is no stable water source, although it has an atmosphere like Earth. It's relatively thin. The air is mainly composed of carbon dioxide due to the lower gravity. Most of the dust remains suspended in the air. This causes frequent dust storms. But compared to Earth, Mars' geological layers are relatively stable. The surface mostly consists of craters, canyons, and wastelands. It also has Olympus, the highest mountain among the 8 planets in the solar system. Because of these characteristics of Mars, humans need to solve the following problems to colonize Mars. First, Mars' gravity is only half that of Earth. Only humans with sufficiently advanced technology can transport meteorites to Mars, thereby increasing its mass and enhancing its gravity. Only then can we solve the first problem of the atmosphere. The atmosphere on Mars is extremely thin. Humans can only increase the atmospheric density by transporting nitrogen or triggering volcanic eruptions. On Mars, once the atmospheric density increases, ultraviolet radiation can be reduced. This will raise the surface temperature. The polar ice on Mars will melt, which in turn solves the water problem and the oxygen problem. Humans can bring microbes and plants to Mars. This will convert the abundant carbon dioxide in the atmosphere into oxygen. This cycle repeats until the oxygen level in the air is sufficient for human survival. At this point, a portion of humanity will undergo the terraforming process on Mars. This will be a lengthy period. Currently, no one can precisely determine how long it will take. Of course, more and more people will arrive on Mars afterward, but most of them go for temporary jobs. As large numbers of immigrants settle on Mars, humans will accelerate the modification of Mars's environment. Only when humanity keeps growing will the ecosystem continue to improve and eventually form a complete planetary system. Achieving these 3 goals will be challenging. But I believe that with continuous advances in science and technology, one day Mars will truly become humanity's second home. In the vast universe, Earth has nurtured life. We humans live on this beautiful blue planet, busy every day just to make a living. Maybe we've grown used to the fast pace of life, rarely taking a moment to quietly reflect on the meaning of life. Sometimes even the captain wonders, what is the true meaning of life? Is it a house, is it family, or is it money? But the universe is fair. Everyone will eventually turn to dust, starting from zero, leaving at zero. Today, Captain is piloting the Voyager to take everyone on a journey to the edge of the universe. During the voyage, I hope you'll gain a brand new understanding of the meaning of life. This is the Earth we live on. 7.7 billion fellow humans live on this planet. As the Voyager slowly moves away from Earth, looking back at Earth from space, it is surprisingly captivating. We continue moving forward. The moon appears on the screen. It is protecting us every moment. At this moment, the white line before us is Earth's orbital path around the Sun. Please note, Voyager begins traveling at the speed of light. As the speed increases, the solar system gradually disappears from view. In the universe, the solar system is just one of the smallest star systems. As the Voyager continues onward, we gradually see a misty nebula. This is the Orion Arm, one of the three major spiral arms of the Milky Way, and our solar system is located in this spiral arm. The Voyager continues to accelerate. Now, we are leaving the Milky Way. This is a galaxy up to 100,000 light-years in diameter. It contains hundreds of millions of stars, as well as countless planets. New galaxies keep appearing on the screen. And at this moment, our distance from Earth has already exceeded 1 million light-years. As the light spots continue to increase, a web-like pattern appears across the entire screen. This is the Laniakea supercluster. It takes 500 million years for light to traverse once. Keep going, these cotton-like light spots each represent a supercluster. They together form the cosmic web, and its diameter has reached 96 billion light-years. This is also the observable universe for humanity. So far and beyond the universe, there may be countless multiverses. Now the Voyager has reached the edge of the universe and has begun its superluminal return journey. Having seen the vastness of the universe, Captain, I wonder if you have rediscovered the meaning of life. Now let us return to Earth. Return to the place where you live. Back to the cell. The cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, nitrogen element, molecule, atom, electron. Universe because it is vast. It is mysterious. Life because it exists so great. From the largest to the smallest, starting from nothing, ending with nothing. In the solar system there is a planet. Like this, it doesn't stand out much, nor is it very large in size. But as Earth's only satellite, it faithfully guards the Earth without leaving. It is. Whenever the night sky is clear, we look up and always see a white celestial body. It is larger than any other star in the sky. This is the moon in ancient China. People also called it. The moon's diameter is about 1/4 that of Earth. Its average distance from Earth is approximately 384,400 kilometers. So how was it formed? Now let's take the Voyager and travel back for 0.5 billion years. A new solar system has just been born in the Milky Way. Among them, the young Earth sister is hot-tempered, the most willful. It only takes 10 hours to complete a rotation. But after 100 million years, Earth and the Tia planet sparked a fiery love. After that, the moon was born. Child's father sacrificed himself for the moon's birth. He sacrificed himself, and child's mother became gentler and more steady, no longer willful. Its rotation period also became 24 hours. Time flies. The moon grew up, becoming more responsible. And during its growth, Jupiter, alongside its uncle, protected the Earth more than once. Of course, besides warding off dangers on a spiritual level, the moon also gave the Earth meticulous care. Without the moon first, the ocean tides on Earth will disappear. Animals that rely on tides to live, such as crabs and scallops, will also gradually go extinct. Fish that depend on these animals for survival, as well as sea turtles, will all be affected. The food chain will be destroyed layer by layer. Ultimately, it will impact humans. Secondly, the Earth's environment will become extremely unstable. Tsunamis, volcanoes, and earthquakes will occur frequently. In the near future, an ice age may happen again. July 20th, 1969, humankind landed on the moon for the first time and brought moon soil back to Earth. Finally, the origin of the moon has once again become one of the key areas of research for scientists. After years of study and with the support of numerous reliable pieces of evidence, most of the theories of the giant impact hypothesis have been confirmed. Thus, the story at the beginning follows. Time flies quickly. Just a few days ago, on July 20th, 2019, it has been a full 50 years since humans first landed on the moon. As humanity continues to explore the moon, its stories will be revealed to us one by one. I am Captain, here to guide you through the world of science. When watching science fiction movies, we often see spaceships entering a time tunnel and then traveling to another planet. But does such a thing really exist? Actually, the time travel in movies refers to wormholes. In ancient China, there was a book describing wormholes. During the Southern dynasties, Louis Xianju Minglu records the strange event of an ancient person encountering a wormhole. When he emerged from the wormhole, more than 100 years had already passed. So what exactly is a wormhole? In 1961, Austrian physicist Ludwig Flamm first proposed the concept of a wormhole. He believed that there could be tunnels in the universe connecting to different points in space-time. In 1935, Einstein and Nathan Rosen refined this concept. Therefore, generally speaking, when we refer to wormholes, we mean space-time wormholes. They are formed through the combined effects of stellar rotation and gravity. In simple terms, they are like whirlpools underwater, commonly existing in water bodies, but they can also disappear instantly. A vortex can bring the water surface closer to the bottom. A wormhole, on the other hand, opens a passage, thus shortening the distance between two different points. In space-time, in our human understanding, the speed of light is currently the fastest speed known. It can travel nearly 300,000 kilometers in 1 second. No object can reach the speed of light. But with a wormhole, the concept of travel speed doesn't apply. It is a different form of movement from the speed of light. Because when you enter a wormhole, coming out from the other end, you might find that Earth is still in the age of dinosaurs, or that you have already traveled 100,000 light years. It is precisely this peculiar charm of wormholes that drives scientists to continuously study and explore them, longing for the day when we can truly obtain and make use of it. However, up to today, scientists have yet to find scientific evidence to prove the existence of wormholes. Therefore, they have existed only in theory from beginning to end. Although humanity's understanding of the universe is just the tip of the iceberg, I believe, as human scientific knowledge continues to advance, one day people will find it and prove its existence.